Dear Kutis, Anivarakum, Namaskaram, Vandanam, Vanakkam. Today I'd like to give a brief idea regarding vegetative morphology. Morphology, the study of external structure of plant parts is said to be morphology. Vegetative morphology means the study of vegetative parts, especially root, stem and the leaves. இதை பத்தி ஒரு வெறும் மைண்ட் மேப் மட்டும் தரப்பறேன் ஏன்னா already have a clear idea regarding this. Then root, stem and leaf portion. First we come to the root. Root is actually originated from the radical portion of the embryo. ஒரு embryo எடுத்துட்டு எல்லாம் வாழ்த்த மூணு பார்ட் இருக்கும்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். Embryonic root is said to be the radical. Embryonic shoot is said to be the plumule. So the root is originated from the radical portion of the embryo and the stem is originated from the plumule portion of the embryo. இது ரெண்டும் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு. அப்புறம் வேற என்ன முக்கியம் அதோட ஜெனரல் கேரக்டர்ஸ்லாம் நான் போல இருந்தாலும் முக்கியம் என்னன்னா root has organs of absorption. ரூட்ல வாட்டர் அப்சார்ப் பண்றது ரூட் கிடையாது. ரூட்ல சின்னதா இது மாதிரி ப்ரொஜெக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும். We are calling it as root has organs of absorption. And it is originated from link. It is originated from trichoblast. The trichoblast is the anatomy. The rhizodermis of root with the two types of cells, namely the long and the short cell. The rhizodermis are epiblemma of root with two types of cells, namely the long and the short cell. The short cell is otherwise known as a trichoblast. From the trichoblast, the root hairs are originated. A root hair organs of absorption and the root hair originate trichoblast anatomy in the root system, one is taproot system and another is fibrous root system. Taproot system is embryonic in origin, originated from the radical portion of the embryo. Characteristic feature of dicot. Taproot அப்படிங்கிறது dicotல இருப்பா. இது radical இருந்து ஃபார்ம் ஆனது. அந்த dicotங்கிறத நீ ஞாபகம் உனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது. Fibrous root system, also known as adventitious root system. Why? In monocot. In monocotyledonous plants, the embryonic root originated from the radical portion of the embryo, that is the primary root, is short-lived. Monocotyle molechu varappo paarthella chinnada taproot marina aarambathila varum. The initial stages, the root of monocot resemble the primary root present in the taproot system. But idu konja naal dhaan usuroda irukum. After some time, the root is originated from the lowermost node of the stem. The lowermost node the fibrous root, adventitious root form. The root is originated from any part of the plant body other than the radical, or known as the adventitious roots. Link. So adventitious la Upper taproot system, embryonic in origin. The fibrous root system is extra-embryonic or non-embryonic in origin. That's dicot. Then regions of root. Root region of cell division, region of cell enlargement, region of cell differentiation, also known as the rootazome. Region of cell division, it is made up of meristematic cells. Meristos means divisible. The cells are always in a state of cell division or continuous state of division. Divide meristem. Here, the apical meristem is reported. Apical meristem located at the apices of root and stem. Root tiply, stem tiply, anatomy. And this region of cell division is protected by the root cap. In water hazard, icornea, the root cap is modified into root packets. Then region of cell enlargement. If the protoplasmic content of the cell is increased, we are calling it as cell enlargement. The region of cell division, conversion of genetically similar cells into various tissues, is said to be cell differentiation. Particular anatomy, growth in organisms in all, cell division, cell enlargement, and cell differentiation. Finally, various tissues are formed. Cell division here, mitotic cell division takes place. Cell enlargement means the protoplasmic content of the cell is increased. Cell differentiation means the conversion of genetically similar cells into various tissues. This region also possesses the organs of absorption, root hairs. Next, we come to the modification of root. Taproot modification, pona class conical carrot, Ductus carota, fusiform radish, Raphanus sativus, and napiform beetroot, Beta vulgaris, the botanical name, carrot, Ductus carota, then radish, Raphanus sativus, and beetroot, Beta vulgaris. The pillar-like roots are otherwise known as prop roots, seen in banyan, Ficus bengalensis, banyan tree, prop root. Prop root means pillar-like roots, otherwise known as a prop root. It's an example for adventitious root modification. The root is originated from any part of the plant body other than the radicle. In banyan, the branches are wider in nature. It grows like anything. So the main tree trunk unable to give support to the branches. So from the aerial branches, some positively geotropic roots are formed. Those roots are known as the prop roots, the pillar-like roots. Adu mukyam, you know the role of pillar-like prop root is to provide additional support to the plant body, additional support to Ficus bengalensis. Then stilt root means muttum vergal. Sugar cane, saccharum, aphysanarum, edutundella stem eppadi irukum. Grow ainde irpa, they have a long wiry internodes. Internode is about long, konjam neelama irukum. Grow ainde irukum. The main root knowledge is unable to provide support. So from the nodal region, some roots are originated towards the soil. Node led the main root form ava. This is stilt root. Pandanus pandanus stilt root, sugar cane. Then nematophores, class the respiratory roots are otherwise known as nematophores, seen in Abyssinia, Rhizophora, the mangrove trees. Marshy land grow where the oxygen is not properly supplied to the root region. The root oxygen supply is somewhat less, it needs more oxygen for its survival, for its oxidation. So they develop some positively phototropic roots called the nematophores. And these nematophores have small pores called, small holes called the nematodes, through which respiration takes place. Already you know hydatodes. Here I am mentioning nematodes. Hydatodes, again, guttation. The loss of water in liquid form through hydatodes or water stomata is said to be guttation. Grasses, tomato, colocasia, Amorphophilus campanulatus, these many trees, these many plants, not trees, plants. The plants are lovely and now leaf or a tip hydatodes or water stomata are being holes. Through the hydatodes or water stomata, loss of water takes place in liquid form. Water avey Other hydatode, that is the nematophore, nematodes. So this is basic root. That's stem. Stem actually originated from the plumule portion of the embryo. Embryo or plumule form. It is positively phototropic and negatively geotropic. Go towards sunlight and against the gravitational force. They have nodes, internodes, and axillary and terminal buds. Or stem stem node, internode, axillary buds, terminal buds. Define node. The point of attachment of leaves on the stem is said to be node. Stem end and leaf the region is said to be node. The distance between two successive nodes is said to be internode. angle formed between the petiole and the internode above is said to be axil. The bud present in the axil is said to be axillary bud, and the bud present in the shoot tip is said to be terminal bud. Define a bud. Rudimentary shoot. Underdeveloped shoot is otherwise known as a bud. Axillary bud responsible for lateral growth in plants, and terminal bud responsible for vertical growth in plants. Shoot tipler terminal bud, vertical growth control banwa. Axillary buds responsible for lateral bud growth. Axillary buds are responsible for lateral growth, not lateral bud, lateral growth in plants. The hormone responsible for internode elongation is gibberellin. Wherein mukyam, apical dominance, the stunted growth of the lateral buds when compared to the apical bud is said to be apical dominance caused by the hormone auxin. Shoot tipler auxin enna pannuva lateral bud oda growth suppress pannuva. Okay, adu mari suppress pandra auxin, not auxin. Oxygen alla auxin. The hormone auxin is responsible for apical dominance. They marry cytokinin in particular. Cytokinin is responsible for lateral dominance. It promotes the growth of lateral buds when the apical bud is intact. That's married. A bud, the rudimentary shoot. Then where in the stem normal functions, normal function of the root is fixation and absorption. The function of root, fixation and absorption, this is normal. Special functions are storage, carrot, beetroot, radish. Stem, what is the function? Conduction and mechanical support is the function of stem. Conduction and of mechanical support. It conducts water and minerals from the root to the aerial parts of the plant. And it conducts food materials from the leaves to other branches. A stem important base, and the stem mode a normal function of the it performs special functions. One is storage, it stores food materials, and it serves as organs of perennation. Organs of perennation means they live for many years. They live for many years. So organs of perennation helps in veg propagation, vegetative propagation to check or reduce the rate of transpiration. So normal function they perform special functions. The special functions is said to be the modifications. Normal function special functions. We are calling it as modification, aerial stem modifications, subaerial stem modifications, and underground stem modifications. Aerial stem modification example is phylloclade and cladode. Modified petiole, modified stem, not petiole, modified stem or modified green swollen stem perform the function of leaf photosynthesis is said to be phylloclade. Phylum means leaf, clade means stem. Leaf-like stem is otherwise known as a phylloclade. Example, Acacia melanoxylon. Phylloclade example, Opuntia dillani. The Opuntia vinyachu. And the phylloclade phylloclade leaf-like stem. Phylloid leaf modified petiole or the primary rachis perform the function of leaf photosynthesis is said to be phylloid. Modified petiole, ilai kambu, stalk of the leaf is said to be petiole. Or the primary rachis, the central axis of the compound leaf, perform the function of leaf photosynthesis is said to be phylloid. Example, Acacia melanoxylon. Phylloid example, leaf modification, Acacia. Australian Acacia. Number 2, the phylloclade, leaf-like stem, Opuntia dillani. Cladode, modified internode perform or modified stem perform the function of leaf photosynthesis is also known as cladode, Euphorbia anticorum, Euphorbia thirukalli, asparagus la padichirupel. Adala konjam inga ஞாபகம். Next we come to the subaerial stem modification. Runner, sucker, stolon, offset. Runner ke example padichirupel erkanave runner ke example dope grass unakku theriyum. Sucker ke example chrysanthemum theriyum. Stolon ke example mattum kuduthunna NCERT book. One is mint, another is jasmine, and finally yes jasmine, and finally offset, eichhornia and pistia. So இதெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா அந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் படிச்சதெல்லாம் ஞாபகம். Underground stem அதுக்கு முன்னாடி தெரியும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். If the stem present completely above the soil aerial, if it is partially buried subaerial, if the stem is completely inside the soil, we are calling it as underground stem. Aerial stem modification, phylloid and cladode, phylloid and cladode, phylloid ave vandhu. Aerial stem modification, phylloid and cladode. Subaerial stem modification, runner, sucker, stolon, and offset. Underground stem means the stem is completely inside the soil. Runner, rhizome, tuber, bulb, corm, idu nyavachko rhizome. Runner illada, runner. Rhizome, gingiber officinalis and curcuma longa. Ginger ayum, turmeric nyavachko rhizome. Enga rhizome potrukken here, it's rhizome underground. Tuber edutundella solanum tuberosum, potato nyavachko. Bulb edutundella onion, allium cepa, and garlic, allium sativum nyavachko. And finally corm அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் கொலகேஷியா, எஸ்குலென்டா, அமார்போஃபில்லஸ் கம்பானுலேட்டஸ்னு படிச்சிருப்பேன். இது எல்லாத்தையும் இந்த இடத்துல நீ முக்கியமா ஞாபகம் வேண்டியது. ஓகே, இதெல்லாம் எதுல வருவா அப்படின்னா ஸ்டெம் மாடிஃபிகேஷன்ல வருவா. இதுல ரொம்ப 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 முக்கியம். அதான் இங்க கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். இதை தவிர ஸ்டெம் டெண்ட்ரல், ஸ்டெம் இஸ் மாடிஃபைடு இன்டு டெண்ட்ரல். டெண்ட்ரல்னா பின்னு கொடின்னு அர்த்தம். திஸ் இஸ் கால்ட் இப்படி இருந்ததுன்னு வச்சுக்கோயேன், திஸ் இஸ் கால்ட் ட்வைனர். அப்படி இல்லாமல் ஸ்டெம்ல இருந்து பட் இப்படி வந்ததுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, இதுக்கு பேரு டெண்ட்ரல் கிளைம்பர்னு சொல்லுவோம். இது பற்று கம்பி சொல்லுவா, இது பின்னு சொல்லுவா, இது பற்று கம்பி ஏறுகொடின்னு சொல்லுவோம். பின்னிண்டே போனால் ட்வைனர்னு அர்த்தம், பின்னு கொடி அப்படின்னு பேர். இந்த ஸ்டெம் இஸ் வெரி வீக், unable to stand erect-னு வச்சுக்கோ, it need a support for erecting themselves. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணுவோம், பக்கத்துல ஏதாவது ஸ்ட்ரிக் இருந்தா அந்த சுத்திண்டே போவோம். ஸ்டெம்மே இப்படி காயில் ஆயிட்டு போச்சுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, அதுக்கு ட்வைனர்னு பேர். டெண்ட்ரல் கிளைம்பர்னா அந்த ஆக்சலரி பட் பார் மாடிஃபை ஆகி லீஃபை மாடிஃபை ஆகி இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணலாம். அதை நம்ம டெண்ட்ரல் கிளைம்பர்னு சொல்லுவோம், பற்று கம்பி ஏறுகொடின்னு சொல்லுவோம். இது மாதிரிலாம் நிறைய இருக்கு. பட் என்ன முக்கியம், எக்ஸாம்பிள் NCERT புக்ல கொடுத்துருக்கிறது எதுக்கு அப்படின்னா ஸ்டெம் டெண்ட்ரல். ஆக்சலரி பட் இருக்கு பாருங்க, இந்த ஆக்சலரி பட்ல இருந்து சின்னதா அது மாதிரி வரும். இதான் கொடுத்துருக்கு ஃப்ரம் ஆக்சலரி பட். எக்ஸாம்பிள் உனக்கு காட்ச் கொடுத்துருக்கோம், குக்கும்பர் ஞாபகம், பம்கின் ஞாபகம், watermelon ஞாபகம். அங்க எல்லாத்துலயும் ஆக்சலரி பட் இஸ் மாடிஃபைட் இன்டு டெண்ட்ரல். ஏன்னா ஸ்டெம்ல தான் உனக்கு பட்ஸ் இருப்பா. அப்புறம் நெக்ஸ்ட் கொடுத்துருக்கான் கிரேப் வைன் அது கொடுத்துருக்கான். இந்த மாதிரி ஆக்சலரி பட்ஸ் ஆர் மாடிஃபைட் இன்டு தான்ஸ். சில பிளான்ட்ல என்னவா மாறி இருக்கும், தான்ஸா மாறி இருக்கும். NCERT கொடுத்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் அதுக்கு சிட்ரஸும் பொகேன்வில்லாவும் கொடுத்துருக்கான். ஆக்சலரி பட்ஸ் மாடிஃபைட் இன்டு டெண்ட்ரல். இந்த டெண்ட்ரலுக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிள் இது ஞாபகம். அதே மாதிரி ஆக்சலரி பட்ஸ் ஆர் மாடிஃபைட் இன்டு தான்ஸ். Example of citrus and bougainvillea. So இது எல்லாத்தையும் நீ குட்டியா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இதை நோட் பண்ணிக்கோ, என்ன பாரு ஒரு தடவை. Then we go to the next. Dear cuties, next leaf, the important characters of leaf and its modifications. அதை பத்தி பார்ப்போம். Vegetative morphology-ல root பார்த்தோம், stem பார்த்தோம். It's followed by the leaf. Leaf may be defined as a green flat dorsiventral outgrowth of the plant body. So leaf may be defined as a green flat dorsiventral outgrowth of the plant body. Romba mukkiyam. You know the functions of leaf? Number 1, photosynthesis, conversion of solar energy into chemical energy. So first function is photosynthesis. Second function is transpiration, loss of water in vapor form through the aerial parts of the plant is said to be transpiration. Transpiration is also performed by the leaf. And finally, very important one is the gases exchange, the normal function. One is photosynthesis, second is transpiration, third is gases exchange, exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place through the stomata. And leaf la moonu part irukum theriyum. The portion of the leaf connected with the nodal region of the stem is said to be this area, leaf base. Our portion of the leaf connected with the stem is said to be leaf base. The stalk of the leaf is said to be the petiole, and the green expanded portion of the leaf is said to be leaf blade or the lamina. The leaf base. In monocotyledonous plants, the leaf base is modified into leaf sheath. In monocot, banana, grasses, sugarcane, like that, the leaf base is modified into leaf sheath. In musa, banana, the pseudo-aerial stem of musa formed by the union of leaf sheath called the shaft of the invertebrate. The meristem responsible for this leaf sheath formation is intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem responsible for internode elongation and leaf sheath formation in monocot. 11th level conjunct correlate. In the family Fabaceae or Leguminosae, Fabaceae on the P family pulses family. The leaf base is somewhat swollen in nature. The swollen leaf base is otherwise called the pulvinous leaf base, characteristic feature of the family Fabaceae, pulvinous. At the base of the leaf, two green colors, leaf-like projections are seen, namely the stipules. Leaf and green colored projections are stipules. Stipulate leaves are present in dicot and exstipulate leaves are present in monocot. Generally, dicotless stipules are. Generally, monocotla stipule irukadu. Inga bud irukum. Idukku axillary bud nu peru. You know axil. The angle formed between the petiole and the internode above is said to be axil. This stem vechukko, this leaf vechukko. The leaf 14 rakana vechukko stem la. Inga angle form arudhu. The angle formed between the petiole and the internode above is said to be axil. The bud in the axil is said to be axillary bud. Bud in the shoot tip is said to be terminal bud. Alai darula be konja link panniko. Axillary bud the tendril climber or in the leaf generally one is the dorsiventral leaf, another is the isobilateral leaf. Tell you internal structural anatomy. Meso means in the middle, phylum means leaf, mesophyll means middle of the leaf with two types of cells, namely the palisade and spongy parenchyma. Mesophyll of the leaf with palisade and spongy. We are calling it as dorsiventral leaf, characteristic feature of dicots. Mesophyll of the leaf with either palisade or spongy. It is said to be isobilateral leaf, seen in monocot. So dorsiventral leaves are present in dicot, isobilateral leaves are present in monocot. So leaf generally is one of the primary organs of photosynthesis. அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்மளுக்கு தெரிஞ்சுக்க வேண்டியது venation. நிறைய எக்ஸாம்பிள் இருக்கு சொல்லிட்டு வரேன் கேட்டு ஒரு மைண்ட் மேப் தான். The mode of arrangement of veins and veinlets in the leaf blade or the lamina is said to be venation. Leaf blade la veins and veinlets எப்படி arrange ஆயிருக்காலோ the venation சொல்லுவா. Veins and veinlets are nothing but the vascular tissues or the conducting tissues, also known as the skeleton of the leaf blade. The veins and veinlets so veins and veinlets are nothing but the vascular tissues or the conducting tissues, also known as the skeleton of the leaf blade. In the venation, you know two types of venation reported in plants. One is the reticulate venation, characteristic feature of dicot. Another is parallel venation, characteristic feature of monocot. If the veins and veinlets arranged like a network, we are calling it as reticulate. If the veins and veinlets run parallel to one another, we are calling it as parallel venation. Then reticulate venation dicot nyachko, parallel venation monocot nyachko. Then two types of reticulate venation. One is pinnately reticulate, another is palmately reticulate. Like the pinnately parallel and palmately parallel. What is a pinnately reticulate venation? Veins and veinlets are arranged like a pinnae of a feather. ஒரு ரெக்கையில இருக்க feather மாதிரி featherல இருக்க என்ன சொல்றது சின்ன சின்ன hair like projection மாதிரி veins and veinlets arrange ஆயிடுதுன்னா veins and veinlets are arranged like pinnae of a feather. இது மாதிரி இருந்தால் இதுக்கு pinnately reticulate. Palmately reticulate means veins and veinlets arranged like fingers on the palm. நம்முடைய உள்ளங்கையிலே விரல்கள் அமைந்திருப்பது போல் அமைந்திருந்தால் அதற்கு palmately reticulate பேர். அதே மாதிரி தான் இங்க pinnately parallel, palmately parallel. இந்த pinnately reticulate venation எடுத்துட்டேன்னா pinnately reticulate venation seen in mango. Palmately reticulate, அதுல ரெண்டு டைப் இருக்கு. One is divergent, radiating or spreading out. Another is convergent. Divergent venation seen in cucurbita, அதை ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Or carica papaya, papayi ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. பாப்பாயின் எதுவுமே அந்த டிராமா அதல்ல. So divergent அப்படின்னா radiating or spreading out அர்த்தம். The radiating or spreading out example நீ எதை வச்சுக்குவேன், that is carica papaya, அது ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. அதே மாதிரி convergent, converging at the apex, இது radiating or spreading out. அது மாதிரி இல்லாமல் இது மாதிரி நுனியில போய் கன்வர்ஜ் ஆனான்னா இதுக்கு பேரு கன்வர்ஜென்ட்னு பேரு. கன்வர்ஜென்ட் எதுல இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு தெரியும் உனக்கு. Zygibus jujube, எலந்த பழம் சாப்பிட்டிருப்பேன். அந்த எலந்த பழத்தோட இலையில இருக்கும். The leaves of Zygibus jujube shows this convergent. Like that, parallel, pinnately parallel venation seen in banana, canna plant, canna indica. Very palmately parallel, divergent venation seen in Palmyra palm, Borossus flabellifer, Panamarathoda ilayila irukum. Convergent grasses la irukum. So the example ella nyavachum. Phylum means leaf, taxis means arrangement. The mode of arrangement of leaves on the stem is said to be phyllotaxy. Stem la leaf eppadi arrange aayirukalo adukku phyllotaxy. Node with one leaf, alternate phyllotaxy. Node with two leaves, opposite phyllotaxy. Node with three leaves, ternate phyllotaxy. Node with more than three leaves, we are calling it as whorled phyllotaxy. So node la one leaf alternate, node with two leaves opposite, node with three leaves alternate, node with more than three leaves, we are calling it as a whorled phyllotaxy. எல்லாம் நீ படிச்சதை அப்படியே லிங்க் பண்ணிப்போம். ஆப்போசிட் நோடு வித் டூ லீவ்ஸ் தான் ரெண்டா பிரிச்சிருப்பான். ஒன்னு எடுத்தனால இப்படி போயிட்டே இருக்கும். ஆப்போசிட் சூப்பர் போஸ்ட்னு பேர். Leaves on the successive node arranged in the same plane, we are calling it as superpose. Leaves on the successive nodes are arranged alternate one up. அதாவது எப்படி போய் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நோட்ல எப்படி இருப்பான், அடுத்ததுல எப்படி இருப்பான், அடுத்ததுல எப்படி இருப்பான். The leaves on the successive node are arranged at right angle to one another. அது மாதிரி இருந்தால் அதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்லுவா அப்படின்னா டெகுசேட் சொல்லுவோம். இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் எல்லாம் படிச்சது ஞாபகம். அதுக்கப்புறம் லீஃப் ரெண்டு டைப் கொடுத்துருக்கா. One is simple leaf, another is compound leaf. Stalk of the leaf with only one leaf blade, we are calling it as simple. Stalk of the leaf or petiole with more than one leaf blade, we are calling it as a compound leaf. So petiole ஒரே ஒரு leaf blade இருந்தால் we are calling it as simple. Petiole or stalk of the leaf with more than one leaf blades or leaf blades, we are calling it as compound leaf. அதிலே pinnately compound, palmately compound, unipinnately, bipinnately, it goes like kind of thing. Then we come to the modifications. அது சில எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுத்திருக்கா NCERT ல ஞாபகம். Tendril, leaf tendril seen in peas. The leaves are modified into spines in cactus, that is Opuntia delani. Then phylloed. There phyllocelate, here phylloed. Modified petiole or the primary branches perform the function of leaf photosynthesis is said to be phyllodes. Example, Australian Acacia melanoxylon plant. Then pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, insectivorous plant. Insectivorous plants, example is Nepenthes, Utricularia, Rosera, Venus flytrap, Naraya Pachilpil. Why they take insect? They grow in the region or in the soil where nitrogen deficiency is seen. Up a nitrogen, nitrogen is a very important one for protein synthesis because proteins are chemically composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Up a insect catch many insect or body digest then they get nitrogenous food materials. So the insectivorous plant derive nitrogenous food material by digesting the body of the insect. The insect catch where the leaf is modified. Leaf is modified into pitcher or leaf is modified into tentacles like that. Leaf or modification insectivorous plant. So this is mind map for root, for stem and leaf. Root of function and fixation and absorption. Stem mode of function and conduction and mechanical support. What is the function of leaf? Photosynthesis, transpiration, finally gases exchange. Then root modification, taproot modification as well as adventitious root modifications. Then stem modifications, aerial stem modifications, subaerial stem modifications, and androdown stem modifications. A leaf, venation is important, phyllotaxy is important, and finally phyllodes and the modification of the leaf to capture the insect, the insectivorous plant modifications. Okay, this is all note. Okay.